So has this ever happened to you? You go to grab something and you accidentally knock your powder. And then you go to pick it up and you're praying it's not broken, but then when you finally turn it around and look at it, it looks like this, smashed to pieces. And then you're wondering, how do I fix this? But then you remember that YouTube video you saw and it goes like this. So for this DIY, you're going to need surgical spirits or rubbing alcohol because they are the same thing. You're also going to need some cling film, a knife and a spoon, a small bowl to mix everything together in, and then obviously your broken powder. So to start this off, you just want to get your bowl and your powder, and you want to take your spoon and mash your powder into a very fine grain. So when it's all mashed up and all of the pieces are the same size, just pour it into the bowl. And I actually had 2 more powders that were like really empty, and I just decided to put them into this because my powder that broke wasn't new, it was kind of old, so it wasn't as much as a fuller powder would be. So I used these 2 to kind of just fill it up. So you just want to mash it up the same way as the other 2 and pour them into the bowl. Sorry, this bit's out of focus. So now when that's all done, you just want to take a piece of tissue and just wipe out any excess bits of dust in your tin, and then take the knife and scrape out all the last bits. Then taking one of these wipes, any wipe at all, and just wipe out the inside, the tin, the outside, the lids, just to clean off the whole thing from any powder. When it's all clean, take a piece of tissue and dry the inside part where the powder goes. Next, take your surgical spirits or your rubbing alcohol and you just add this bit by bit into your powder because you don't want the mixture too runny or too dry. So yeah, just add this bit by bit until it forms kind of a paste. When it gets to this kind of pasty consistency like mine, just scrape it all out of the bowl and put it back into the pan. And make sure you get as much of this as you can out of the bowl. And if you need to, use your knife to help scrape it all off the spoon. So when you have all the mixture out of the bowl, take the back of your spoon and start spreading the mixture into all the corners evenly in the tin. Next, take a bit of cling film and just rip off a small piece and put it over your mixture, and then using this kind of just press down to kind of spread out the mixture evenly a bit more, and then just peel it off. Next, taking a piece of tissue, mine has little love hearts on it, just put it onto the mixture. When it's kind of dried a bit, just leave it to dry a bit before doing this, and then just pat down to remove any excess rubbing alcohol or surgical spirits. And I kind of had to do this a lot because every time I did it, I actually got a lot off, and when you peel off the tissue, it's just like pure rubbing alcohol that comes off, so you don't really want that going on your face too much, so make sure you do this a good few times. So after you've done that a good few times, just peel it off and then get a piece of tissue and kind of just dab it all to kind of clean off the sides, and make sure it's all even in the pan as well. So after you've done that, this is what mine looks like up close. You can kind of see the love hearts off the tissue that transferred, but that's okay. So now just sit it to dry overnight or for a few hours. So yeah guys, that's how you fix your broken powder, and I'm just going to show you what mine looks like. So here's what it looks like, and I just want to say that when I did film this video and left mine to dry overnight, mine did set perfectly and it worked perfectly, like it had never been broken before. But then I brought it to work with me the next day because I had to go to work early, so I was going to film the rest of the video after, but I brought the powder to work with me thinking nothing of it, and it smashed again. So I had to re-fix my powder, and because I fixed it again, it didn't work that well, probably because I done it a second time. So it's kind of not as I wanted it to look like, but when you guys do it and you only do it once, it will turn out fine. Well, if you do it right, it turns out fine, and it works, and it's perfect, turns back into powder like normal. But yeah, this one is not good at all because I've done it twice, so yes. And yeah, anyway, if this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up, and also comment down below some video requests or something, or just comment something nice. And yeah, make sure you also subscribe because I post weekly, and yeah, that'd be cool if you could subscribe. And if you enjoyed my little creative intro, give this video a thumbs up, because I was just gonna do a normal hi guys, you know, today's video kind of intro, but then I thought I'd be a bit creative, and yeah. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and yes. Also, I just want to say sorry about this outro, that I look a wreck, like my makeup's not done and my hair's all curly. It's just because I needed to get an outro done so I could put this video up, and yes, I wasn't in the mood doing my makeup and all because I'm not doing anything today. I didn't want to do my makeup and my hair and all, just to do an outro that's like a minute long. So yes, that is why, and I'm sorry, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!